Oh, back on again. I'm always a bit late when I do these things. Anyway, do you like me new trim? Do you like me fresh hair? It's not as good as what the barber did yesterday, but anyway, it's still good, like that. I mentioned a few weeks ago I wanted to do a talk on addiction. I just want to touch on what addiction is and, and where you can find out if you are addicted to something. I just want to give you an interesting stat here. If you have an addiction, you're not alone, by the way, because according to a charity on addiction, 1 in 3 people are addicted to something. Now, I'm probably addicted to the internet, say it or not, and yeah, it can get a bit overwhelming at time, and maybe I need to think about detoxing myself from it. But I just want to give you some prime examples of what addiction is. I've made notes. Can't believe I'm making notes. Get too old. Never used to make notes. I was awful at school. Addiction can be anything, and it's mostly associated with gambling, drugs, alcohol, or nicotine. But you can be addicted to just about anything. Work. I mentioned one just a few seconds ago. Internet, solvents, shopping. Shopping becomes an addiction when you buy things you don't need to, and you get a buzz out of it. But then you're followed by a shame of guilt, or like buying stuff you don't need. How many times have you done that? Yeah, how many times have you gone out and bought that handbag or that t-shirt you don't need when you've got 100 more that you've not tried on? Work. People are obsessed with the work to an extent that it becomes physically exhausting. It can affect your social life, your relationship with other people. You never take holidays. So you may be, if you're not taking holidays, you may be addicted to work. Mad. What are the common causes behind addiction? There could be lots of reasons why you're addicted to something. Could be the feeling that you enjoy it and you want to create a powerful urge to use substances such as drugs, alcohol, or nicotine. Believe it or not, you can be addicted to alcohol. You know it. Gambling. You're always chasing that next big win. And the habit can be hard to stop. What a quote from it here that I've just seen. Being addicted to something means that not having its causes, withdrawal symptoms or come down. Because this can be unpleasant, and it's easier to carry on having or doing what you crave. So the cycle continues. Now I'm interpreting that as, say for example, this is just an example, you're gambling. You're buying a £1 scratch card or a £5 scratch card and you win a nice major amount. Yeah, this is how it all starts. It all starts in small bite-sized pieces. So you go back and you buy another lottery scratch card, hoping for that another big win. Never happens. Hold on. Go back and buy another 2. Go back and buy another 3. Maybe not tomorrow, but next day. Then it becomes an habit, because then what turns into 1 day a week, 2 days a week, 3 days a week, suddenly becomes, and it spirals out of control, and you're chasing that urge from the first time you probably did it. Does that make sense? Yeah. So you're trying to find what you're craving for. Yeah, let me just reread that. It's easier to carry on having or doing what you crave, so the cycle continues. So the cycle of winning continues. So you want that cycle of winning, of having that buzz, continues. You need to satisfy and achieve your constant high. It's like with drugs. You start off on the small stuff. Then because you become so addicted, you go on to the next level because you become so used to that previous drug. Then you find trying to find the next high, the next high, the next high. So you're craving something all the time. then you might create a cocktail of drugs. It's mad. It's mad. How has addiction affected you as a person? How has it affected me? I've been addicted to stuff, quickly realise it, and whoa. It can put your work in jeopardy. It can put general life in jeopardy. Relationships. By meaning your life, put your life in jeopardy. If you're constantly taking drugs, you could lead to shoplifting and increasing your risk of going to jail eventually, because a judge will only give you so much help or provide you. You can't always take an horse to water. An addiction can be a way of blocking out difficult issues at the time. You could be unemployed. You could be in poverty. They can be the trigger points of addiction, along with stress or emotional or professional pressure. So you could have work-related issues that could cause you addiction. There's loads of services out there. I'm just going to read them off here where you can get help. Loads of organisations out there. If you've got an alcohol addiction, Alcohol Anonymous, talk to Frank. There's stop smoking services out there. Loads of places out there. Samaritans, even ring them, they'll point you in the right direction. I say this, you cannot fight the battle of addiction alone. Sorry, let me reword that. You cannot fight the battle between yourself and your dependency alone. You need some self-discipline and willpower. And when I say this, the two are completely different. Yeah. Many people think self-discipline and willpower are the same, but there's two different meanings. That's my little piece on addiction. What I'll do is next time I'll do maybe self-tips on dealing with addiction and helping you overcome maybe alcohol. That's if you want to. And if you're finding these clips useful, leave a comment, DM me. Help us out, because I want to know if they're useful, if they're helping, or if I seem like an idiot addicted to the internet. Listen, stay positive. God bless. Catch you later.